John Wineglass, it is such a tremendous pleasure to feature you and to get to feature your incredible music making. Thank you so much for joining our digital series here.
I'm super honored to be here, Danny. You are awesome.
You know, I've been having such a great time reviewing the experience of bringing your piece, Bonny Doon, to life with the Santa Cruz Symphony. It's just such an exhilarating piece of music. The introduction is so magical, and I'm hoping that, well, you could just give us a little insight into what inspired you to write this wonderful piece.
I used to take my girls up to Half Moon Bay, and so driving through that area, I'd see the sign for Bonny Doon. I'm like, wow, where is that, and what is that? And you know, I do a lot of works that either on social justice, social issues, or the environment and conservation. I had a piece with Monterey Symphony, the Big Sur piece, which is on the beauty of Big Sur, and so I thought, coming to Santa Cruz, I wanted to write a piece on the beauty of that area, something bright and colorful about Santa Cruz. And so this little town of Bonny Doon, I explored it. Thing is, I ran into a person who actually, the Beauregard family, a connection down here in Carmel, and she said, oh my gosh, I'll show you everything. She's in her 70s or whatever, and she said, I'll show you everything about Bonny Doon. And so we went up and we went to the winery, and I met the family, and then we went from the Moon Rocks all the way down to Davenport on the beach, and so that became the impetus of the work.
It is so evocative, and that was the comment that I heard perhaps more than anything else from our audience members afterwards and musicians, was just how instantly it put them in that feeling of place. Of they could smell the sea air, they could feel the mist of the morning evaporating into the bright day and following the bird as it goes along. It's just so beautiful.
It was inspired by the Scottish gentleman who named the town Bonny Doon, but I didn't want to do a regular Scottish jig, so I kind of put it in this, you know, different tempo or different time signature that kind of gave it this little kick. Nigel with his amazing solo. I mean, I was so elated to just write that for him. I had him in mind when I wrote that.
Something that I feel so fortunate to be able to highlight in this is Black Lives Matter and how music can help to move society forward.
All lives matter can't matter until Black Lives Matter. We're working through the process. It takes a process, and I'm okay with the process. I mean, yes, there are going to be people that don't understand, but we have to move forward. So how do I codify this for an audience that they will listen? And so I think I was successful in doing that in that work. And it's funny because the art 2017 really has prepared me for this moment that we are in right now. I told Etta I wasn't ready if you had called me 2016, 2015, 20 years ago, I'd be like, that's not my wheelhouse. But the art has prepared me for where I am for this day that we are presently in, to be able to write a response musically for it, and it not seem contrived. I've been on this journey. Voices of the West, I wrote that movement on the African American experience. They were free but despised when they came to the West to settle in San Bernardino. So I wrote about that in that piece. That's the name of that movement. And then this Unburied, Unmourned, Unmarked comes on, which refers to the graves of slaves in the Low Country of South Carolina. Their lives have been unburied in some way. Their graves are unmourned and they're unmarked. And that came through the research of Dr. Etta Fields Black at Carnegie Mellon. In her research, found that my last name was kin to two soldiers who were in the Civil War and also who were slaves. Thank God for the Santa Cruz piece, because that was kind of a lighter piece to kind of get me airy, and then I was going to dwell into this dark history of the Middle Passage. And this piece, I'm working on the next 3 movements, which would include chorus and mezzo and baritone, and some narration. We actually went to Western Africa, Senegal, the Gambia, and Guinea-Bissau in the last 2 years. And I recorded sounds on the field with a crew of documentaries who are documenting the whole creative process, the composition, and also Etta's work as well. But this work is the stuff that I want to be remembered by.